So I'm going to show you how you can use WebDev Arena to create free lead gen tools for your business. And I'm going to ask ChatGPT, I'm going to say, give me some let's say React based lead gen tool ideas I can make for my site about, let's say for my subscription, for my food subscription box, or something like that. That way it's a service and I give it more to work with for my food subscription box website. And I'm going to choose one and I'm going to see if WebDev Arena can make it. Alright, let's go with the first one. So create a personalized meal plan quiz. So I'm going to say create this will be okay. So that's my prompt. And we're going to put it in, see what it does. So fast, probably GPT-4o. See what it does. Cool. So, answer a few questions to get your personalized meal plan. What type of cuisine do you prefer? Let's go with Italian. Do you have any dietary restrictions? Vegetarian. How many meal plans do you want to prepare? Answer a few questions to get your personalized meal plan. And then it needs to be prepared to do the back end. But that's quite cool. That's quite cool. You can also open it in a new tab, see what it looks like. So yeah, so that's a lead gen, first lead gen, and then failure after, so you need to iterate on that. And then this is the other one. I've got to vote on them to decide which model made the better one. So we've got this one and then we've got this one. I think I like the idea of this one because sometimes when you show them how many steps there are, they might just click off because they don't want to go through all of it. So 4 steps is not bad, but this one, they might just, it entices them to click and then they don't know there's another click and they're already so far in that they're just going to keep clicking. So I do prefer that type, but this one does look better. It's given more options as well. It's a lot more visually appealing. What's your dietary preference? How much time? This is quite advanced. How much time can you spend cooking? Any allergies? So yeah, so if you had a meal subscription, meal plan, meal prep subscription box, or any sort of thing like that, this would be a good introductory. If you've offered a free box or money off or those common things, this would be your introductory quiz, and then it would lead them to the best plan that you've already pre-selected based on these. So any allergies? See my results. Oh, and this is cool. It gives the result and then you put your email address in and then get your meal plan. So this is definitely the better one. So I would vote on it and it would tell me, yep, Claude made this one. Claude 3.5 Sonnet is always winning with code. And then I would take the code and let me see, let me give this to ChatGPT and say, could we put this in iframes so it works on my WordPress site? Let's see if that's how it works. So you still need to host it on your domain. So once your quiz is accessible at URL, because I'm not sure how long it would be at this URL. So open it up. Let's give it to it anyway. I'm not sure how long these hang about, but you would want to host your tool in your own space. But it would be that simple. So iframe, the link to the tool, the width, and all of that stuff. Very, very simple. So the main thing you'd want to do is make sure you're hosting it where you can keep an eye on it. and manage it, but you would just paste this into a HTML snippet in your website, and then you've got your tool. But again, you do need to go through and make sure you've done all the email setup, all of that stuff. But I think that's pretty awesome. Pretty decent for a few clicks. So my ChatGPT prompt and then deciding which one was better. Personally, I'm always going to go with Claude 3.5. I've just not really seen that much else that would make me want to go somewhere else. But let's go ahead and make another lead gen tool. Spin to win promo wheel. That sounds really fun. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say create a make it a playful spinning wheel component that offers random discount, collects emails first, then lets them spin. Oh, if I tell it to collect emails first, it will want to do that before I get to test the spinning feature. So let them spin and reveal a special offer, and then to claim the offer, collect emails. Yeah. I don't think we need this. So we're going to take that. Oops. We're going to take that. And we're going to do a new round. Drop that in. So there's no reason that anybody going forward, December 2024, 2025 onwards, there's no reason that anybody should just have static content on their site. Even if you are hosting on WordPress or any other platform, there's no reason to just have static content, because with code, even if you cannot code, as you can see, no code tools are giving us the opportunity. What on earth? Okay. As I was saying, no code tools are giving us the opportunity to make things a bit more dynamic. And I spoke about this before. I spoke about dynamic lead gen tools, and the typical ebook or PDF, depending on the industry or the niche, they're not going to do that well. They're not a big deal. Content is cheap, and you can just generate content. But again, it depends on the niche, it depends on who's offering it, depends on the offering. But for the most part, people coming to your site cold, if you want to really grab them, a dynamic lead gen tool is really going to make a difference. And this is what I mean. It looks like this is not completed. Let's say both are bad. And is it going to give me more? Try again. Because let me see if this one even does it. That is really struggling. What did it even do? But it knows what I wanted, and then that did pop up. So you span first, or you spawn first, and then it said congratulations, you won whatever you were supposed to win, and you put your email address in and you claim your prize. So that works. I'm gonna tell it to try again because I want it to do a better job. I didn't actually see what models those were. That's quite interesting. See if it's gonna do it. Done a circle. It looks like maybe they're having trouble with this wheel. The colors and the triangles in the circle. Let's see. That might actually be a thing. Can you do it? Oh goodness. It really has trouble. It really has trouble with this. Oh, that was terrible. I know it's going to do the congratulations, but yeah. So that I think that's the same model. I want to say both are bad because it didn't do what I wanted it to. Right was better. There's this one. This one doesn't even. I can't. I'm gonna have to say that right is better, but both are bad. So let's try one more time, because if it does that again, I'm gonna just say both are bad, because I don't think it knows how to make circles with triangles in them. So that just might, yeah, it looks like that's something we've just got to accept. That's interesting. Any joy? Fail. absolute fail. And it's got a big ass excuse. Look at this long excuse of a fail. I would just leave that alone. It didn't even, yeah, it definitely didn't understand that. Okay, so spin to win is not the thing to do in this. I'm going to try one more. Taste test voting app. Countdown offer pop up. I mean that I think that would be fairly easy. Personal, we done that. Interactive ingredient selector gives users a way to pick favorite ingredients and watch real time recipe suggestions come on. That might be fun. Might be a bit hard. I'm just gonna take it as it is. I'm not gonna try and revamp the prompt. I'm just gonna give it to it as it is. This one does seem like a quite a difficult one, but available ingredients, they both seem to have moved quite fast on it. Nice. Let's open them up in the big screen. See what they look like. Okay. In iframes, it would look good because you could constrict that. And then this one's already kind of centered. It's a bit. This bit is a bit weird for me. Did it ask for? It does ask for the email. Subscribe for recipe alerts. No recipe suggestions. Let's see what it does. Oh, okay. Okay, so it just does it. It just does it. Okay, cool. I mean, it's underwhelming. There are only 3 options. Mushroom, tomato, and cheese. Still the same thing. Mushroom and pepper, onion. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. Mushroom pizza, garlic bread. Okay. I mean, that's based on the input, but it works. Would you, okay, interactive ingredient selection, select your ingredients, recipe suggestion, subscribe for recipe alerts. This would have to be very better than what it is for somebody to want to give you their email address to get recipe alerts, because it's not good. But that is based on the input. The function itself works. And this one, chicken and fruits and grains. Is it going to give me a real-time suggestion? No. I don't know. Am I deselecting? I think the selection is it's a bit strange. If I have to put my email address in to get the suggestion, that doesn't. I'm not really going to feel compelled to do that. So I like that the other one was giving you recipes up front. What I would say then is, for that, I would probably integrate AI into it. So the interface would all be React and simple and fun, but it would be better if AI is integrated into it. And you could do that if you're hosting the tool on your own server and then throwing that in iframes. And again, it's not necessary, but if you're using something like WordPress or a slightly more limited CMS, then you just throwing it in iframes and having it hosted somewhere else is just going to be much easier. I've done that with a lesson plan generator. It worked while it worked, and then I learned better ways to do it. But yeah, this is quite cool. If you play around with all the different lead gen ideas, you can definitely come up with something that's going to be useful to your business.